time to get up.
You don't have to wake me. I've been awake for a couple hours. I just get so excited before we go to the racetrack, I can't sleep most of the night. All right, you got everything.
I hope I do.
Well, I get a little tired of getting 2 or 3 blocks away and then having to turn around because you forgot your purse or whatever. And I want to get there before the sun comes up.
Okay, I got my purse, I got my keys, I got my glasses.
Okay, let's go. By the way, we are in Southeast Florida. Vita and I live in Lake Worth, and the training center is about 40 minutes from our house. It's in Del Rey. So here we go. Every Saturday morning, same thing. Good morning. Fine, how are you?
Okay.
All right.
The ticket?
My wife, yeah, she's got the change counted out.
170. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Okay. All right. Vita's gonna go into Dunkin' Donuts, get a dozen or so donuts to take care. Still dark out. Beautiful morning. So she gets out, I go turn Jimmy around, pick her up, and away we go. Don't forget the cream filled.
I got it.
I love those the best, and they're fattening. So.
Okay, somebody wants to come in the door.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. We're doing a film.
Nice.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Just entered the entrance to Sunshine, and
It's still dark.
it's still dark. There's about a mile back to the barn, and it gets a little bit rough back there, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Oops, there's some bumps, so. All right, hang on. We'll pick back up when we get there. Okay, we have arrived. Vita's going something, I'm not sure what, but I think she's getting the donuts.
Well, actually, I have to get the...
This is what a racing horse stable looks like. There's trucks and trailers and dirt and barns and lights and people working. We're just going to walk up through here and take a few pictures. Hopefully we won't interfere with the caretakers. They've been here for a long time. The horses have eaten. They'll be cleaning out their stalls and their feed tubs. Let's look for Hat Trick. He's down here a ways. It's a beautiful morning. Good morning!
Good morning.
We are taking some movies.
How are you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm great.
We brought our camera.
Morning.
Good morning, Thomas. These are harness bags. That's where the harnesses are kept.
Now we really have to figure out what we're saying. We have everything on tape.
Yeah, be careful what you say. It's a busy place.
Morning.
The boss isn't here yet. Of course, he's the boss, so he doesn't have to be here yet. And here is Hat Trick Marlowe. Well, that's the back half of it. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. He's a good guy. He is a good guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's a little bitey. He's still a stud. That means that he's got his testicles, and he can be a little bit ornery. Can't you? Can't you? Yeah, but he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, we love Patrick. We love Patrick. Oh, yeah, we love old Patrick. He's a good boy. We're going to have a lot of fun this summer. He's a 2-year-old crazed. That's the father. Trotting colt. And at this stage of the game, he shows a lot of potential. So let's move on down the aisle here. Morning. These are the jog carts they exercise with. We'll get into that later. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning now.
You're new.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm Tim.
Who?
I'm Tim.
Kim?
Yeah, have we met?
I'm Queen.
Oh, Queenie. Do you remember me from the South Florida Trotting Center? Levita.
That's Levita, and that's John in this song.
Yeah. Okay, we brought donuts. So, Queenie, if you want a donut,
Huh?
we brought donuts this morning.
Oh no! Thank you very much. We ate breakfast already.
Well, later on, as a snack.
I'm diabetic, so I don't fool with them.
Well, I'm diabetic too, but I take my chances. I have a sweet tooth.
Did you tell her about the donuts?
Yes, I did. There's a guy. Good morning, how are you? I'm fantastic. That's what you call mucking a stall. And he's doing quite a good job at that. Thank you. Thanks for letting me take your picture. It's the caretakers that make a stable. Caretakers are the people who generally get here real early in the morning, work 7 days a week. Sometimes they'll get a day off, they'll switch a little bit around, but they're the hands-on people and good at that. Unfortunately, when horses go to the track, make it to the winner's circle, Many of the caretakers are overlooked. That's something I'm trying to rectify, because I think we need to concentrate more on the entire picture than just the rich guys. These are trash cans. You may have seen trash cans before, so I'm just going to stop for now. Then we're going to set up and watch the sunrise. It's a beautiful sunrise, 7 o'clock sharp. Vita and I are sitting on a deck. We have our donuts. You can see that light a little bit to the left. That's a tractor. There's constantly tractors going around the track, loosening up the dirt, making the surface as perfect as possible, so that the horses can get traction, not get hurt. It's very important that the track be in good condition. These guys do a great job. And here comes the water truck. They constantly water the track. And I see a lot of Ann does, but I'm not a professional at this. Horses are beginning to come on the track. You can see 3 down there. And when they just exercise, like a normal daily exercise, they go clockwise on the outside of the track. For instance, here comes the horse here. He's going slowly. Comes another one. Going slowly, maybe 10 miles an hour. Very relaxed. And then when they train, they'll go down along the inside, and that's when they go for speed. And to train them to sit in behind other horses, pull and go around other horses. It's an art. This is I think it's a mile track. Then there's an inside track. And here come a couple more. Guys chat. I'm not sure what they chat about. Whenever I'm out there, I never know what to say. They say good morning, how are you? And that's about it. That is the Tony Alani stable, and he trains, I don't know, 50, 60 head. Big time, nice guy. And here come a couple horses training. Right now you're looking at the Tony Alani crew. They just quit training. That's Mr. Alani right there, or number 47. Good morning! How are you?
Ready for karaoke down there or what?
Let's go, buddy, let's go! I'm eating a donut. Tony's a really good guy. He's fun and funny. Here comes my bride, walking up the steps. All right, I'm going to give you a little view of the training center. We'll pan this. Good morning. How are you this morning? This is a beautiful place. Out of a couple hundred acres, probably 40 barns, and 2 tracks, a lot of people. Now, the majority of these people will be shipping north. They bring their younger horses down here for the winter time and train them. Then in April, they head back north to wherever they're going to stable. That's Paul Kelly's stable. And of course, Paul's got Hat-Trick Marlowe. He's very well known throughout the world for his expertise in getting trotters to the races and having them race well. Great reputation. We're real pleased to be involved with Paul. And I think he's going to Vernon Downs in about 2 weeks. We're really going to miss him. We're going to miss coming down here because the track will be pretty much empty. So
Paul, Hat-Trick Marlowe's going out in about 5 minutes.
Okay, Hat-Trick Marlowe's going out in 5 minutes.
1 trip.
He's going 1 trip, so we're going to be moving our camera down there, and we'll get a picture of him at the finish line. And here, you can see how beautiful this place is. Lavita, if you'll go get that monopod.
I already have it.
Oh, you have it? Okay. She is a fantastic assistant. We're very lucky. We've been married 40 years. I had just gotten into the horse business when we got married. And she said, I think I'll have fun with the horses, so we get along real well. We're going to go down and watch Hat-Trick Marlowe train. Before we move down to the finish line so that I can get a video of Hat-Trick finishing. By the way, he'll be training with several other horses. They train them together in what they call sets. But I'm going to stay here and get a picture of him coming on to the track with the other horses. So stand by. That is the deck, and right there, that gentleman is Myron Bell. Myron, would you wave? Thank you very much. Mr. Bell's been very successful in the business. Nice gentleman, and very cordial with us this morning. That's Tony Alania's barn back there. There's his sign. And Tony's quite a success story, and really a nice gentleman. Okay, there's Hat-Trick out in front. They're not going to train yet, but they should be going up into that turn. They'll train, and they will begin. The start line is also the finish line. And that is this red pole there. And they'll go all the way around the track and start there, finish there. Lavita's got the watch, so she'll be timing them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's our official timer. Is that them that turned, Lavita?
They're in the turn down there.
Okay, they're in the turn.
Way down there.
Right, coming?
Zoom out.
Coming right now? They're in the turn.
No, they haven't turned. They're in the turn. They have not turned.
Oh, okay. Here they come. Let's start the mile. Hard to keep up with him. There's Sun.
When's the final? This
Okay, they're up at about ready to hit the 3/4 pole.
leg, right? He's gonna take a bye, or?
I can't tell who's on the outside.
Mainly with people
They try to finish together. These are all babies, and they don't want to break each other's hearts. So if you have one that's a little bit faster than the other, they'll hold him back a little so they can try to finish at the same time. And that's for the horse's sake.
Oh, yeah, the jug.
That doesn't take place at the racetrack. And here they come. And it's Hat Trick Barlow in front. What you're looking at here is manure, horse poop. Now you're not going to see too many people video that when they do videos of horse racing, but I told you this is going to be down to earth, down home, and a lot of horse poop around here. We're going to bring the horses back now. They walk them back very slowly, bring them down, take the jog cart off, take the harness off, hang everything up, and they'll bathe the horse, scrape him off, dry him off, then they'll probably walk him, and then put him in the stall with some hay.
They've just finished training.
You hold
and
this.
Hat Trick.
Well, I was going to help him, but he doesn't need any help.
Hat Trick is number 12. Now he's going to turn him around, put him in cross ties. He took the jog cart off. That's the cart. That's what they call the carts that are behind the horses when they're being exercised, not raced. And now he's going to proceed to take the bridle off.
Explain what the bridle is.
The bridle's the headgear. Basically, it's got the bit attached, the lines are attached, so he'll unhook the lines. Then he takes the tongue tie off. They do tie their tongues so that they don't, what they call choke down, because they can swallow their tongue.
Or they can get
any
athlete. Or they can get the tongue over the bit and they're uncontrollable.
Yes.
It seems like tying a horse's tongue might be a little bit cruel, but it's not.
No, they don't mind at all. In fact, some of the horses will even stick their tongue out. So you can do it.
Well, I train them to do that when they're babies. I put molasses or honey on my finger and put it in their mouth, and so whenever they see my hand coming, they stick their tongue out. I slip. Tell them what we use for a tongue tie.
A lady's knee-high stocking. It's nice and comfortable and soft, and it won't hurt the tongue at all. So anyway, now he's taking the harness off of the horse. And after, well, usually they take the number off first, but he's taking the harness loose so the horse can breathe nice. And so then, after he takes all the equipment off and looks over the horse to make sure everything's fine, then he'll take him to a bath stall and give him a nice bath. It's getting warm, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, now what he's doing is taking the wraps off the legs. Especially with trotters, they wrap the back legs so that if they should connect with the front legs, they will not get hurt. Very important, especially with trotters.
It widens them out a little bit. That weight back there will widen the trotter out a little bit.
Yeah. Now Thomas is giving Hat Trick some water,
That's Thomas.
and you
Hi, Thomas.
and you don't give them too much water. Maybe what, 10 swallows?
Is that beer or water?
It's water with electrolytes.
Oh, with electrolytes. All right. Don't tell anybody this, but I gave my horses beer.
Not when they were jogging. After
Yeah, in the
A race.
evenings when everything was said and done, I'd open a 6-pack and I'd drink one and give one to the horse, and then drink one and then give one to the horse, and then I drank the rest. Like I said earlier in this film, this is not what I do. This is who I am. I've done that thousands of times. Lavita's done that thousands of times.
now he's going to get a bath.
Let's go take a picture of him getting a bath. I hope we're not in anybody's way. Now we're recording. Okay. Bathe him down with a hose. Now, when I first got into business 40 years ago, you never bathed the horse with a hose. Anybody who did that was called a gypsy. You'd fill up 2 white 5-gallon water buckets, one with soap. You'd wash the horse using one of the buckets and rinse the horse with the other bucket. And it was absolutely taboo to use a hose. Personally, I started using a hose because I thought it made sense. People laughed at me. And but sometimes if you're going to do something innovative and new, people are going to laugh at you. And so today, everybody uses a hose, and you can see that Hat Trick loves that. And look at that face. And that's a face. Now Thomas down there is walking that horse out. Some people walk their horses immediately after they're trained. Some people don't. It's a matter of opinion. Thomas, if I get in your way, just tell me.
No, it's good.
Okay. I personally don't walk horses. I think if they train real hard, that's enough. I like to bathe them right away, bathe them with warm water, and maybe hose them off with cool water. Then I usually turn them in a paddock, let them roll in the mud, and throw some hay to them. Now he's scraping him. And when they say scraping him, he's got a metal or plastic scraper, and he's scraping the water off. And here comes Thomas. And I think for the time being, you've seen enough. We'll get out of their way. There's the boss. That's Mr. Paul Kelly. And Paul, thanks a lot for letting us take these pictures.
Winning habit.
What?
This is winning habit.
Winning habit?
Winning habit, yep.
Now what's that?
It's Conway Hall out of Habit's Best. Full brother to Habitat.
Oh. Well, we're going to go home and see if we know how to operate a movie camera.
All right. 'Alright.
And I appreciate your letting us do this, and we will see you next Saturday morning.
Sounds good, Tim. All right, have a good week. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Oh, this is so cool.
Oh yeah, real cool.
And we have our dog and our cats
Cats and our
and
parrot and
this is our every Saturday night date. We sit in front of our big screen TV and we watch the races, primarily the Meadowlands. Tonight, in the second race, is Art Dancer. We own
Ladies
part
and
of
gentlemen, good
him.
evening and welcome to the Meadowlands. At this time, would you
Love
please
it.
remove
Young
your
horse,
hats to honor America
just learning to
with the playing
race,
of our national anthem.
and we're very, very excited. You have anything to say? I'm looking out the window.
no, I was looking at Dookie, the dog.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
National anthem.